Right now, there's someone in America who wakes up in the morning and starts working just like you. Think of the week before a huge job interview or a big presentation. Think about how much work you put in to make it perfect. He's doing the same thing, except it isn't for weeks. In some cases, it's generations of dreaming, planning, and working. 50, 60, 70 hours a week in anticipation of the moment he's been waiting for his entire life. His job is to disrupt freedom by killing you, your family, and our fellow Americans. He knows he gets one shot, and it has to be perfect. He wants maximum chaos and maximum fear. He needs the news media to replay his work for years to come. He's a radical Islamic terrorist. I've spent 12 years of my life hunting down people like him, and I know exactly how they think. And I know they're looking at shopping malls because they've already done it. September 21st, 2013, Nairobi, Kenya. A group of heavily armed gunmen executed a pre-planned attack on Westgate Shopping Mall during a busy Saturday. 63 innocent people were brutally murdered. Close to 200 more were injured. That terrorist I mentioned earlier, his goal is to outdo the Westgate massacre. He wants to be remembered for killing more innocent people than the terrorists before him. That's exactly why he's looking for gun-free zones in states and cities where politicians have reduced our Second Amendment freedoms. He wants to produce mass chaos, mass panic. He wants to immediately assume control over everyone in the building. So of course he's only going to consider malls that prohibit his targets from carrying firearms. As he walks through nearby shopping malls, he's looking at the exits. He wants them to be few and far between, hard to find in a panic and easy to block. He wants lots of open area, high ground, and places to channelize people. Most important, he wants unsuspecting and an unprepared crowd. In order for his plan to work, he's counting on everyone in that mall being completely and utterly unprepared. Think about this. You're at a mall with your kids on a busy Saturday, picking up clothes for your family's summer vacation. As you wait in a long line to check out, you and your kids laugh and smile. You'll be at the beach in a few weeks. Out of nowhere, you'll hear shots fired. A few seconds later, screams. Your mind tells you what's happening, but you still try and convince yourself it isn't real. But the shots get louder, and the screams multiply. People begin to realize what's happening. Panic spreads, and chaos erupts. Kids get separated from their parents. The elderly are pushed to the ground. The teenager behind the checkout counter is frozen in fear. You still have no idea where the shots are coming from, but you see an exit sign. Tunnel vision sets in. Your heartbeat increases, and now you feel a shortening of breath. You think you've escaped, but then you realize the shots and screams are getting louder. You're surrounded. He's planned this in advance. He's covering the exits. He's gonna kill you. The people who want to restrict your right to bear arms will call this fear-mongering. They'll say it almost certainly will never happen to you. Maybe it won't, but it will happen to someone. And what if that someone is you? And what if it's your family? Both as a society and as individuals, what are we doing to prepare for it? More importantly, what are we and our leadership doing to prevent it? Deal with reality as it is, not as we wish it were. Or face the consequences.